Oh, look at this.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Yeah. That wolf is the villain. And yeah, we have to suspect that his father is dead. So, saw that coming. Getting a little too touching there for a minute, and I knew that it was going to bring us way down. I'm going to cautiously move over here. Not for any practical reason, but for cinematic effect. Get him. Get him. Get him, little fox. Get him. Go! I want to jump up there. Oh, I can't jump now. Oh, God. This is going to be tough to get all these things. Because you get on an angle, you can't jump anymore. This is cool, though. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. There's good stuff. Now, is this like a revenge situation? I mean, there is one more cub out there, one more pup out there. It's getting gloomy, though, and dark. Loving it. I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy the music here. This is too good. It really is quite fantastic. Okay. So I'm guessing we're heading into the next season then, after this. Oh, I see something on the horizon still. Maybe we're still doing here. Okay, cool. All right, we're on hot pursuit. I don't even know if we're still chasing the wolf here, the dream wolf here. That's the thing to remember here too. This is all a dream. I mean, all of this landscape, it probably might be from his memory. It might still just be a dream. I mean, the house half buried and that kind of thing obviously wasn't real. It was part of his dreamscape here. But I guess we'll see. And I better not find another dead pup over here. Some type of hope, please. Some glimmer. I don't know. It's looking rather foreboding, though. Good timing on the music, man. It's fantastic.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
It's the letter about his father, maybe? Can't read it. I think it's... it's got an Alaska postmark on it, looks like. Alaska symbol on it. Now where do we go? All right, over the hill looks like. So Joseph's had enough. Going to bed. I mean, it's difficult to relay dreams for a long time, especially remember them too. It's a very vivid dream, obviously. But okay, looks like we're going to the next season here. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting some serious dreamscapes here. So Joseph's gone back to bed, and maybe this is not just relaying the dream to Rachel. This is a new dream entirely, possibly.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Interesting. Taking a turn. We're gonna hear Rachel's story maybe now? I turned the captions on for you guys. I don't know. I don't usually play with them on, but the volume in this game is weird, so I thought maybe it would be a good thing to do. Oh, okay, we got a doe.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
I think origami cranes are, frequently used in pop culture. I believe the legend of them is that if you fold 1,000 of them, you get a wish to come true or something like that. I fold origami cranes just to occupy my hands and keep myself not paying attention to work sometimes. Helps pass the time sometimes. Don't run away! Mom, no! Come back! Oh, what do we have here? Sports? School?
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
I don't know. I mean, is it somebody's dog? I mean, if it's not your dog, you probably shouldn't be feeding it. Just a rule of thumb. But, whatever. What are we finding here?
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way. Except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
So we're seeing some of the parallels between them, I suppose. The reasons that they're kindred spirits, maybe.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
That's not it. I kind of wanted to look closer at that after hearing that last line there, but I don't think it'll look at anything conspicuous about that wall of a building. But maybe that was part of the shed. What are you gonna find in the abandoned shed? What's gonna change your life? This is interesting. A bike?
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Wait, is she referring to her bad dad as her parents? Because I mean, that's not a good reason to say, oh, if I didn't have a terrible father, I wouldn't have never met you. That doesn't really track very well. It's not a good look. But, you know, whatever. Oh. Now we're out of the darkness into the light. Does it fall? I think it looks like fall.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
What's that breathing sound I'm hearing? Yeah. Oh. That's what I'm hearing. Hello. Hi. I mean, the fox found some family, I guess? Is that what the moral of the story is? And the fox was actually a deer the whole time. Or the fox will save the deer from the wolf. Hi guys, one of you. I don't have the antlers, but we all are here together. We're all family now. Take a little refreshing dip here. Very shallow water. Yeah, let's head around this ridge here. Very interesting. It is a pretty touching story. I don't want to naysay it at all. I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the story in general. There's just something like the breathing is weird. It sounds like a dog or something. Like that's why I thought wolf right away here. That's why I'm thinking of wolf right now. That the wolf is going to come attack the deer here and and the fox will save him. That's my only thought. I don't know where we are. I mean, this isn't obviously now we've ventured past. We ventured past Joseph's dream. We're in someplace else now. This isn't just his dream, relaying the dream of the fox. It's something else entirely. Because, I mean, why would he be dreaming about the landscape and the doe and his wife's memories and stuff? Unless he's like half asleep right now and relaying this. And he's like incorporating stuff into his dream. Like the dream is going on as he's relaying it. That'd be kind of interesting. But I don't know how that would work. Unless he's lucid dreaming and just kind of like writing it as he goes along. Or we're just in a third state now. This is a new dream. Yay, jumping. I will say, as good as the story is, the platforming is a little frustrating. The jumping, when you miss a jump, like if I fall off here, I'll be very, very mad. But it's pretty detrimental when you miss a jump. Especially because you hit that angle, you can't get a second chance at it. And it's just done. So you gotta make sure you jump high and sure every single time. Confidently jump every single time. Because, yeah, hesitation will cause problems for you. Cool mountain ahead of us. Kind of sinister looking. I mean, if you're going to build like a gothic castle or something like that, like, it's a good mountain to build it on. All right, we've hit fall, I think. And we're out of summer, I think.
Knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination. And destiny.
So we're back in Joseph's dream, obviously. And we're just gonna dive headfirst into the ground here. Holy cow. I don't know if we're supposed to go this way. I don't know what that interlude was there. I mean, that wasn't fall, I would say. But I don't know. It seems like it was summer again in that last part there. But now, I don't know. Maybe it's not following seasons as I thought it was. It seemed to be though. The first ones were for sure. Winter, then spring and summer. Yeah, this is fall. Look at the trees. They're red. That makes sense. Some trees are purple. I don't know about that, but not seeing leaves on the ground though. But it is Alaska weather. Summer doesn't last that long there. But it is like sunny, you know, there's days where the sun doesn't set in Alaska, depending where you are. During the summer. Oh, here we go. Cool little mountain home. Looks like that's where we're headed. I don't know how much I should be exploring here. Oh, look at this. Got some color all of a sudden in here. Interesting. Well, I don't want to take a beeline for that because I have to go up a steep hill there. I'm going to walk around it over this way where I see a couple of things to collect over there. So we'll head that way first. The music is pretty important in the game here. I don't feel right about talking over it all the time, but the video will be pretty quiet otherwise. Hope you guys don't mind if I take a back seat some of the time here just to listen to it. All right, we got some logs over here. Let's head to the logs. I don't see any memories or anything like that here. I don't see a way up there, but that's obviously going to be our ultimate destination up there. One way or another. Wasn't his dad was a logger, right? Lumberjack kind of guy. I wonder if this is their home. Yeah, this stuff is incredible. I got the opportunity to watch some of those lumberjack, you know, they do like sports on like ESPN occasionally or ABC or whatever. I got the chance to go to one of those events this summer. It's pretty crazy. The gigantic logs and the tools they have this, and the speed that these guys can work with is fantastic. I mean, it's obviously in competition like that, it's not realistic as far as the work they're doing, but it's interesting for sure. So this is a different house. Is this Joseph's house? Let's see if we can figure it out. I don't think we're gonna be able to get inside or anything like that. What would set it apart as Joseph's house? Can't really see in the interior. Fleur-de-lis on the doorway. Get on the roof. Oh, I can't get on there though. Oh, maybe I'm not intended to. Oh, now it's just like brambles. I've certainly done something now. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh my god. Okay. We're on the roof. No memories up here though. Not a memory at all in this area. Well, we're looking for a cub, right? I mean, was it a cub or a pup? I should have looked that up before we started this episode. I say pups. I think pups. Or no, was it a kit? A kit would be a young fox, right? That's a thing, I think. I don't know where else to go here. We're not going to help the mountain that way. It's too steep. Well, okay, so the first tree was not what I suspected. Because she's going to, it said she's going to the first tree. In the dream here. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right that I'm wrong. And that it's going to be right back where we started. Okay, this path looks a little more walkable. We'll try it and see what happens. That look like a thing there sticking out of the ground. This might be the way. No? Really? This is not the way to go. And I'm just going to invisible wall now. We have to be able to get up there. That's like a logging. It's like a lumber mill is what I'm looking at there. I mean, how much further we can get up the mountain though, before the game seems to be stopping us. This is probably not the way to go up here. We're kind of Skyrimming it. Was there a way back through there? I find that hard to believe. We're gonna see how far we can go. This is breaking it. Yep, stopping. Okay, can't go much further then. All right, so where do you want me to go, game? It's not super clear. And now the music is gone too, because I obviously have gone off the wrong way. So they took away my music even. Oh, here we go. Memory. Finally. Oh boy. This isn't the first tree. I don't see any tree.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
There's the moment. That's what it is. I mean, previous episodes, wondering what would make them stop talking to each other. Because they seem to be having a good relationship at one point there. But obviously, yeah. I mean, the dad's human. He's human. They got conflicting ideas. And that's what happens. Oh, there's one over here. It seems unfortunate that it went down like that. And obviously, Joseph here regrets some of what's said. I'm sure if the father here was in a better frame of mind, he wouldn't be saying those things either. But it is what it is. And it explains a lot then of why Joseph holds such guilt about what happened. Why they would go so long without speaking. You don't want the last things you say to your parents to be something bad though, like that, for sure. There's no telling like how long it's been since they've talked last. It might just be even like recently where this thing happened. But it sounds like he's been out of college and met Rachel, so his life's going a little bit better now, so I don't know.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for. Even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
So this is where we came in. How did I miss that stuff before? Just was looking the wrong direction at the time. Like I said, I don't think we went the right way when we came in here because I jumped way down here, and we would have came out this direction. So we've seen these out of order. Then it was supposed to be seeing, and that's what the open world like this. It's the risk we take. I mean, so it was supposed to be him talking about how school is intimidating and not going well. Then it was the family business thing where he's feeling all this pressure to do well in college and feeling, unworthy of the opportunity. And then his dad is going through his own thing and puts all that family business stuff on him. And that's not, yeah. It's a question, I guess, is the question of legacy. Like he says he's made all these sacrifices. If his intention was to make it a family business situation, then what? He should have mentioned that probably. Instead of the old be a man speech. Which, was met with derision from Joseph here. Yeah, we came this way before. Okay, we gotta backtrack a bit then to figure out what we missed. We'd be on the right track now, I think, though. But yeah, that should have maybe discussed this beforehand. But then he talks about all the sacrifices being for nothing and this man's life being for nothing. It's like, well, I mean, the guy didn't sacrifice his life so that you could have something to pass on to your son. The guy sacrificed his life doing a job, you know? I mean, yeah, he died on the job, but he wasn't there for your legacy. He was there to make money, do a job. Why does anybody do a job? Survive? I saw a thing over here. So it's kind of weird that he has all this guilt built into it, and it's weird that it's coming out in the form of the family business speech, be a man speech that he gives Joseph, which again is never going to go well. And what's the best case scenario? He's like, oh yeah, you're right. I should give up my dreams of being an architect and just be a lumber guy. Yeah, that'll be good. You're right. I'm wrong. How's that going to go down? That's not going to work. That's not going to happen. It's not a thing that can happen. I mean, that's the best case scenario. That's getting out of the conversation with what you wanted. If that happens, so for some reason that's what you wanted. If that's your tone and your approach with it. So, it's odd. It's odd to say the least. Odd line of reasoning, odd line of questioning, and in general, just strange. See, now we're getting to the artifacts again. Okay, we had a little lull there as far as finding cool stuff in the middle here. Now we found an ambulance all smashed up here. Something at least. I like it. We got to get up on this ridge here somehow, though. It looks like this way, possibly. And then run back along it that way. A couple more things to collect over there, too. I probably am going the wrong way, as we have a habit of doing. I'm not going to jump up there, am I? I might be able to fake it. I might be able to Skyrim it. I can Skyrim it. No, let me Skyrim. This is the opposite of that. I get on a ramp. It's like a 5 degrees above the ground, and I can't jump anymore. So now we gotta run along this whole wall till we find an entrance way into it, and hopefully we figure it out. All right, we've got it up there, and now we got some couple of things to collect. Hopefully they don't require me to jump off the ledge here, because I'm not getting them then. I will say no to those things if it requires me to walk all the way around here again. For the sake of time and my own sanity, we're not jumping off of anything anymore. Yeah, this would require me to jump down there. Well, okay, that's fine. I see. I didn't have the confidence there. I had a strangest dream. I was a fox jumping after some weird orbs. Stars floating in the sky. And I was falling, but not taking any damage no matter how much I fell.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
Oh God, is it?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
A best boy, I believe, is a electrician. At its core, I believe. Like the best electrician. He's back.